Alright guys, welcome to the 200 subscribers special. Now I just want to first say thank you all again for subscribing and for supporting my channel. Keep those subscriptions coming. So yeah, I'm going to show you how to softmod a Nintendo Wii version 4.3. I'm pretty sure this works for pretty much every Wii, like the 4.3U, 4.3J, 4.3E, whatever. Now for things you need, it's pretty standard stuff. You don't really need much. You're obviously just going to need a Nintendo Wii, a computer, a laptop. You're also going to need a standard 2 gig SD card. Note that it must be SD, it cannot be SDHC. It has to be an SD card. I'm using a SanDisk. Just doesn't really matter, it just has to be 2 gigs. And you also need a copy of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Now the reason why I'm using Brawl is because most people have this game already, and if you don't, shame on you. You really need to get this game if you don't have it. It is a must-have for the Wii, even if it's not for soft modding. You need to get this game. It is just tremendous. It's amazing. So you're gonna need Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and yes, there are a couple of other games that work, like Lego Batman, Lego Indiana Jones, Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of a New World, and I think a couple of others. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D or something like that. But I don't know how the exploit works on that, but I'm just going to be using Brawl and stuff. So you just need the SD card, Brawl, the Wii, and the computer. So that's pretty much all you need. It's just some standard stuff. So we're going to move on to the computer. I'm going to show you what you're going to need to download and put on your SD card. And I'm going to use the Dazzle to record the Wii. So let's go ahead and get to the computer. Okay guys, we are on the desktop now, and the first thing you want to do is go ahead and put in your 2 gigabyte SD card to your computer. And the next thing you want to do is go to this download link I provided in the description. It is the 43 mod zip folder. This is pretty much where the mod is and how you're going to download it and everything. You're going to hit download now, and you're going to need Winrar to open it. So Winrar is in the link below, in the description below. So you're going to need to download that, and once you download it, you're going to open it up, and you should get these files here. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is open up your SD card. Let me just get mine open. Come on, open up. You've done it before. There we go. Alright, so what you're going to want to do next is you're going to copy everything in the 43 mod zip folder into the SD card, into the root of the SD card. So you're going to highlight it, and you're going to drag it to the root of the SD card, and it's going to extract all the files into the SD card. Alright, so just going to start copying all the files there, and it's not going to take that long. It'll take about a minute to copy all the files, and then pretty much once it's done copying, you're going to want to do one little thing, which will take about 2-3 seconds, and then you can insert it to your Wii, and we can continue with the tutorial. Okay, it is finished copying, hopefully. Alright, so as you can see, we have all the files onto the SD card from the 43 mod zip folder. Alright, next thing you want to do is you're going to want to open up WAD. Alright, come on. Don't do this to me again. Open up. Please. Open. Okay. And you see this wmconfig.txt, you're going to delete this. Because you really just don't need it, and it can actually cause an error sometimes for when you're trying to install software onto the Wii. So you're going to right click that and you're going to delete that file. So hit delete. Yes, I'll delete it. It's a really small file, it's just my computer's not working today. Okay, alright, so once you've done that, you can go ahead and take out the SD card and you can now put it into the Wii. Oh, and by the way, before you put the SD card into the Wii, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and put in Brawl, and you're going to delete every, and when I say every, all the stages, the stage builder stages, including the sample ones. You're going to need to delete every one of those stages, because that's where the exploit's going to happen. So if you want to save some, if you want to save some stages, or you can back it up on the SD card. But if you're going to back it up, then you're going to need to delete the files on the SD card before you before you do the exploit. So if you really don't care, then just go ahead and delete all the stage builder stages. But you're going to need to get rid of all of them. So, but once you've done that, you can go ahead and put in the SD card, and you can also put in Brawl. So I'm going to catch you guys next on the Dazzle. So I'll be back in a second.
Alright guys, so as you can see, I'm now on the Dazzle, and the first thing you want to do is obviously put in your SD card and Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Now, final warning, if you haven't deleted all the custom stages on Brawl, the stage builder, then do that now, but you must take out the SD card first. So if you haven't done that, do that right now, but take out the SD card before you do. If you have already done it, then you're all set. However, if you don't know what Wii menu version you are for some reason, just go to Wii Options and Wii Settings, and on the upper right corner, it'll show you your Wii menu version, which is 4.3U, as you can see. Then just hit back. Alright, so once you pretty much have everything set, you're gonna load up Brawl like normal. Just load it up the same. And I'm using the Wii remote held sideways, by the way, so. Alright, so you're just going to load it up just like normal. Alright, you're going to first go into Vault. You're going to hit Stage Builder. And since you deleted every stage, the exploit should start up right away. Alright, as you can see, the exploit has been launched. And it should start up. Now this page right here takes about a minute to load up, so you have to give it a while. Alright, as you can see, it says press 1 to continue. Go ahead and push 1. Alright, now on this page, it'll tell you which things you can install, which both of them, the homebrew channel and boot me, can be installed. Hit A for continue, and using the D-pad on the Wii remote, you're going to scroll up and you're going to install the homebrew channel. Now I've already done that, so I don't need to because it's on my Wii menu. But once you have installed it, it should bring you back here. You're going to hit boot me, and you're going to scroll up until it says install boot me as boot 2. Now it is very preferred that you install it as boot 2. This is optional, but like I said, it's very preferred that you install it as boot 2 instead of iOS, because if you install it as boot 2, if for some reason your Wii gets bricked or anything like that, this will help you to recover your files, and this will help you with the brick. So not only am I showing you how to get the homebrew channel, but I'm also showing you how to protect your Wii just in case something goes wrong with it. Now you're going to install boot me as boot 2. Like I said, this is optional, but it's very much preferred that you do this. And you're going to hit yes, continue. Okay, you're going to hit yes. And it takes about a minute. Alright, and as you can see, it says success. Just hit A. Okay, and then you're going to hit return to the main menu. And once you have installed the homebrew channel and boot me, just going to hit exit. And it should bring you to the homebrew channel. Alright, now you will get these files right here. And the first, you're going to start with the iOS 236 installer. You're just going to hit load. And it'll install. Okay, now this is installed. It's going to bring you back to the homebrew channel. It's going to hit the next one, YAWMM multi-mod batch. And this installs the CIOS. It's going to launch it. Okay, and since we deleted that text file, you're going to actually, it's going to say like something like select which iOS you want to install it as, and make sure it says iOS 236. Right now it just did it for some reason and didn't ask me to do that. I don't know if it may do that for you, but if it does ask you to install the iOS, it's for which one you want to do, make sure it's 236. You can scroll with the D-pad on the Wii remote. Now this will take a while. It takes about 3 minutes to do, so it does take quite a while. So if you want to skip ahead to the video, I'm not going to cut it out just so that it saves me the trouble of editing this. So if you want to stick around, then go ahead and do so. If you want to skip ahead, then you can just go ahead and do that to see what part you want to do next. So as you can see, if you're still with me, this does take a while, so the installation is quite a long process. Alright, now it says 0 failed. It'll say restarting Wii once it's finished, and it'll bring you back to the homebrew channel. So next thing you want to do is load up preloader, and you're going to just hit plus and A at the same time once it loads up. Alright, so it's loaded up, just hit plus and A at the same time, and it may have some errors. That's fine, doesn't matter. Alright, now it finished. And next you're going to hit home, and then you're going to hit launch boot me. Alright, and this is a screen that you're going to get every time you turn on the Wii, because we set it as boot 2. Now this may be a little bit annoying, however it's definitely worth it if you want to protect your Wii. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to back up your NAND, which is pretty much your files. So you're going to hit the power button on the Wii 4 times, and then hit reset on the settings tab. Okay, and the first option shows the green arrow pointing to the SD card. Now you're going to hit reset on that, but I'm not going to do it because that's pretty much when it's going to start backing up your files, and that can take about anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. So it does take quite a while, and if there is any bad blocks while it's backing up, that's fine. It really doesn't matter. I've had like 20 bad blocks or something like that. So it really doesn't matter if you have bad blocks, just as long as it backs it up. But once it's done backing up, it should either restart your Wii or bring you back here. Just go ahead and go back to the homebrew channel. And the final thing that we're going to do is we're going to hold reset on the Wii, and we're going to do a little bit of Wii menu hacks. So go ahead and hold the reset button until you get a new screen. Okay, you'll get a screen like this. Just scroll down until you see system menu hacks. Hit A, and this is just some things that you can do. So you know, you can do stuff like block disk updates, which you should enable. You can also do other things like auto press A at health screen. That's really useful, so that you don't have to wait for the health screen. You can just skip that. And you can also do some other stuff like move the disk channel. You can do some other cool little hacks here. This is optional, but it's just some little cool thing you can do. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching the 200 subscriber special. Keep those subscriptions coming. Thanks a lot for your guys' support. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I just showed you how to soft mod your Wii and how to protect it. So thanks again, guys.